Hello!
We are the 2016 Uconn Economic Exchange students. My name is Henry.
My name is Yuting.
My name is Nicky.
We've always been asking questions about impressions with local Americans.
So this time, we as the exchange students are going to invite the local students to talk about us. Enjoy.
I think international students or like foreign exchange students, I think they're really interesting because they bring in like new cultures and like it's just different. Like they're just from another side of the world, so then you just learn a bunch of new things.
I really appreciate exchange students because I understand that it must be really difficult to come to a new place that can be tens of thousands of miles away from home. So I really try to make them feel at home here at Uconn.
Hearing about their experiences really opens my eyes to what's going on around me and makes me try to kind of see the world as a whole as opposed to just the United States, because I think it's really easy for students to kind of think of the United States as just their entire world.
Some of them are very free to talk to whoever they want or reach out to whoever they want. Some of them seem very natural in their interactions with American students. They could belong here. Not all of them, but a lot of them. They just seem like they could have lived here all their lives and have no problem with social interaction.
I met them from living on my floor and through other friends as well.
Kind of hard to believe, but I guess trying to think how I met them. It's usually through common interests, so maybe I'll go to like a student organization, maybe I'll see them there, and then I get to meet them and say hello, and then eventually just kind of become friends, and through there it just snowballs and you become closer and closer, and then sometimes they have to leave after a semester or after a year, and it's really hard to say goodbye, but we still stay in contact. I think they kind of touched my life, and I hope I touch theirs as well.
I think it's harder to be friends with exchange students just because you know that they have to leave in a little bit. However, I remember last year I had two friends, one of them was exchange and one of them wasn't, and they actually were in a relationship. I don't know if they still are or not, but I can just imagine how difficult that is. I know it's possible and I know it's doable to maintain those friendships and to be friends. However, I can also understand the flip side where it can be hard to maintain that friendship.
So I think the best way to maintain friendships and connections with exchange students is to see them like at least once or twice a week. Just eat lunch with them or have coffee with them or go to a club with them, and rather than just talking to them, also showing them like things that they can do on campus, like a club or a meeting or activity, so that they feel involved, and then ask them about how their expectations are, or not that, how their experiences are. I'd love to study abroad. I took French in high school, so I think my first idea would be to go to France, so that could help me solidify my fluency in French. But I'd also like to go somewhere new that I don't have much familiarization with, maybe somewhere in Asia or Africa, because I do know a lot about France, so it'd be nice to have a new experience, learning about new cultures.
I would really, really, really want to, but the track that I'm on right now, it's difficult for me to study abroad just because a lot of the courses that I have to take require me to stay on campus, or at least in the States. So it would be hard for me, but I definitely am not opposed to traveling. I love traveling, and I've been around the world, so I would definitely try my best to. I think I would want to go to London, the School of Business there. One of my friends went to London and did an exchange program at their School of Business, and I've heard fantastic reviews about it. I think the lifestyle in London is wonderful, so that would probably be one of my top choices.
I think for me, the country that I've always wanted to study abroad in was Italy. I did exchange there when I was in high school, so I did like a school year abroad and I really enjoyed it, and I've always wanted to go back since.
If I had a choice to study abroad, I would want to go somewhere where the language barrier isn't too difficult and they speak the same language, like somewhere in Europe, or even maybe to Italy, somewhere that has a lot of nice scenery and sights.
I've considered studying abroad so many times, but
But
For my major, I'm in a position where my parents really care about my grades and they care about the courses that I take. So if I were to study abroad, I feel as though they would kind of be upset with me because it would be, I would be almost kind of throwing away a little bit of education, especially when I'm at an age where education is so important.
I would like to go to Hong Kong for exchange because I've been there one time and I thought it was pretty cool, and I lived in the suburbs and the city life seems pretty cool, and I'd rather just, you know, live the city life for a bit. Fashionable.
Fun.
Determined.
Outgoing.
And brave.
Friendly.
And they're hilarious.
Differences that you see, there's quite a few differences. One would be fashion. Oh yeah. They were trying really hard not to use it.
1, 2, 3.
Cool.
Let me think. Yeah, you can cut this, right?
I think exchange students are pretty cool. And oh my god, wait, don't look at me like that.
You rule, Henry.
Hello everyone, we are the 2000 and...
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Continue.
I don't know what to say now. No, you want to take my places for now?
okay, you're scared.
You're so stupid.
I don't know what to say.
Sorry.
We are the 2016.
Okay.
Should we just write it down so you guys can read it off?
What?
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank
Great.
you.